Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let me clear my throat. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Weeknights. I'm JD, aka He Who Pods. Glasses on today, so also aka Rearview Mirror. Bring light all in the video.
True. And I'm Dash, aka Dashing D, aka the real king of R&B, aka cool grandma, but not really. aka this is a I can't even do it. This is an episode of the Illmatic League.
There's a very famous podcast where they call themselves the whole Avengers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're definitely putting on our capes for somebody today.
Cause I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Well, let's just get to our first topic.
They gotta
Jim
stop
Jones.
disrespecting Nas. Sorry, I just gotta say it. I just gotta get it out. They gotta stop disrespecting Nas.
She said no context. Just let me get my shit off.
No, that is the context. They gotta stop disrespecting Nas. That's the context right there. But please, please do let us know what the topic is.
Well, this is from Complex Music, and bless their souls for bringing this to light. It says here, on the debut episode of Jim Jones' podcast,
Who knew that was coming out?
new podcast, which is called Artist to Artist, he sat down with Fivio Foreign, where Fivio said he can't name a Nas bar, despite having a song together. Quote, I'm not saying that the man is whack, that he's not a legend. I got a song with the nigga. I got a song on the album, and the album got a Grammy. But I can't sit here and say a Nas bar to you or a song. They made sure to let us know Fivio Foreign appeared on Nas' 2020 Grammy-winning album, King's Disease. But wait, there's more. Because we have audio, folks. Thank you so much, Complex.
Can I just say why? All right, let me just say one thing. What I feel. I've worked with niggas like Sosa, Gino, and I'm not saying that the man is wacky. He's not a legend. He's been out for years. So I got a song with the nigga, and I got a song on the album, and the album got a Grammy. But I can't sit there and say a Nas bar to you or a song. I like One Mic or like a.
Hold up.
I didn't even know that before he said wait.
And we be like, what's the food critic guy that we used to, that everybody used to love, and then they
Jordan?
started hating him?
Who?
Huh?
Oh, Keith Lee?
Let me
You gotta
let me
get
get my
close.
let me get my Keith Lee on. Is One Mic not a fucking song? You just
Right.
said you couldn't name a song. Isn't One Mic a song?
This is really funny
I
because
just
your
want to
head looks like it's not
I just want
attached
to
to your
know.
body.
I just want to know. You said
Move back.
I like One Mic.
Move because your head looks like it's not attached to your body.
I had to get my Keith Lee on. Isn't One Mic a song? Didn't you just say I can't name a song? To seconds later say, I like One Mic. Nigga, that is a Nas song.
How much
You
they
just
pay you,
named one.
Fivio? How much did
You
they
just
pay
named
you?
one.
How much did they pay Fivio to say this on Jim Jones on the
Can I
first
just say?
episode of Jim Jones podcast? How much did they pay him?
I didn't even get to finish the clip. That's how crazy this is. Because there was more.
Oh, please continue.
Say a Nas bar to you or a song. I like One Mic or like a song. It's like, but I can. It's not so, but I understand. So that's what I want the people to know. Like, but I can, because Nas was in my era. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Nas was in my era. I came up fucking with Nas. Like, we knew I know the Nas shit. You heard? But moving forward, I started a whole new era and a whole new genre and a generation of people that. Listen, can I just say, Mom?
Well, we should have left it there because I just want to say, Jim Jones, you did not start a new genre. It's still hip hop. You're a hip hop artist. You did not start a new genre. That's number one. Number two, Jim Jones, I applaud and admire. This is not sarcasm. I applaud and admire how much you have improved your rapping abilities from the days of Dipset, where back when Dipset really started, niggas did not want to hear a Jim Jones verse. It was all about Cam and Jewels. So I truly applaud the way you have studied the game, the way you have studied the internet. I truly admire and applaud that. But when Dipset was Dipset, they wasn't looking for your verses. They wasn't looking for you. Maybe on the fashion tip, I can't speak to that because that's not where I dwell. But as far as the music, the musicality, the lyrics, the flows, that wasn't you back then, dog. Now you have greatly improved and today are probably the best of the three. I think hands down that's not even really a debate. Honestly, but you didn't start a new era. You didn't start a new genre. I just wanted to address that real quick. Now back to the young lad.
No, let me just. Can I just say one thing before you move to the young lad?
Tell me how you feel, Fabio. Because that's
Jim,
what Fabio did. Jim Jones was about to talk, and Fabio
right?
said, "Let me." But can I just say one thing? Can I just say how I feel?
Because Jim Jones, why didn't you just get on the beginning of your podcast, like in the first minute? Why didn't you just get on your podcast and say, hey, so artist to artist, I really just want to come up here and shit on people. And I really just want to come up here and, like talk shit because I know that that will get me clout and I know that that will, drive the listens and the views through the roof. So I'm just gonna get up here and say things that are egregious, or I'm gonna try to get people up here that could actually, you know, enhance my argument. That's really what this is about. Like I'm just here so that I could like raise y'all's blood pressure and agitate you. Cause that's really what this is. This artist to artist is what this is called. Artist to artist, really? Let's stop. Let's stop. Make a real music podcast then. Make a real artist to artist podcast then. Don't have your first episode be this. Weren't we done with this? Didn't you get all the extra followers or whatever it is off of this Nas thing weeks ago? Weeks ago. And this is the thing that you decided to make your first episode of your podcast? Think about the following that you do have. This is what you did with it? That shit is corny. It's corny. And 5 is corny too. Like, what do you even, what? I don't know a Nas song, but I know one Mike. Okay, so you know a Nas song. Also, all right. I just disrespected Nas. I don't understand. You were on his album and he was on yours. Just say you don't like him. Just say you don't like him. You would have saved us a lot of trouble here. Just say I don't like Nas. I don't, we did music together. I don't vibe with him. Cause that's what this sounds like. It sounds like petty niggas. Just being petty for no good reason. Like, have a real argument. Say something about his craft. Say something about his music. All you're talking about is you don't know. You're young. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with being young. Also appreciate the fact that I'm old. It's fine. It don't gotta do nothing with age. If you're not familiar with his music, you're not familiar with his music. That's fine. But to get up there and to help Jim Jones on his mission to shit on Nas because it gets people to listen and talk about him is corny. It's whack.
I agree, it is corny and whack. Especially when you're saying I'm on the album and the album won a Grammy.
Like, yeah,
Well,
like what are you even talking about?
well, whether you can name a song or not, That says something.
You could also name your song and the song you did with him.
Which which is absolutely true. And there's a video. It was a big record. So Fabio is full of absolute shit. Also, to the two gentlemen here in this clip, y'all better hope and pray to whatever deity you believe in that Nas don't wake up this week at some point, or even next week, or just next month.
Whenever he's free, because you know he's a busy OG.
Y'all better hope and pray that Nas don't wake up and just feel like, oh man, these niggas again. These niggas talking about me again. You know what? Where's my pen? Do I have a pen around here? Is there a pen available? Because he's currently working on an album with DJ Premier. If he goes in the studio and just be, hey Premier, can I borrow a pen? Anybody got a pen laying around? No, because these niggas won't stop. And if Nas decides to come down from the heavens where the gods of rap
Hello.
live, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Nas decides to descend down there and come down to Earth right here, you see it? Earth right there. If Nas decides, I'm gonna come down just for a little while and just walk amongst the peons, walk amongst the roaches and the rats, just for a little while. If Nas decides, just for just a wee bit, let me go down there to Earth where the regular rappers are. Y'all are gonna have a lot of problems. Because Nas is not gonna come and give you a nice little bow bow on the bottom of your butts. Nas is gonna come and spray pesticide all over.
We, sorry, I didn't realize you were still cooking. Okay,
No, no, no.
dramatic pause,
Please.
please.
No, no, please, you jump in.
I don't know at what point we decided, just culturally or whatever. I don't know if that's the right word, but I don't know at what point we decided that people who came before us should be disrespected for no good reason, that the work that they did and the contributions they made are irrelevant and don't matter. I don't get it. I don't The thing is that Nas is not even trying to compete with any of these dudes. I see Nas trying to be inclusive of them. That's why Fabio would be on a Nas song, because
Yeah.
I think he truly does try to be inclusive of the younger generation. I think he totally does. But I don't think Nas is out there looking for, and even with Jim Jones, wherever he falls, I don't think Nas is out there looking for a fight from anybody. I think Nas is just chilling. Like, Nas likes to
In
make
in,
music, so
in
Nas
rap
makes
God
music.
heaven.
Right. He likes to collaborate with other artists, so he does that. He likes to help other artists make their music, so he does that. It's like, why do you keep antagonizing him and his name? His good name. I don't understand. What did he do? Did he do something to y'all? Because is there beef that is, and I don't believe that, because Jim Jones is not the type of dude that would keep that from us.
Well, they had beef a long time ago. Jim Jones and
Okay,
Nas
so
have
they
had a
did.
long,
Okay.
long standing beef. However, Jim Jones has said that that has nothing to do with this, that this is just about music catalog versus music catalog. But I never believed that because Jim Jones has publicly said he is going to say things to induce chaos. Because Jim Jones said that he learned the internet and he knows how it works, and so he's going to say things to keep his name hot in the streets.
Ray J in a
Which I
different
said when
generation.
we covered this, I don't know, 2 months ago or whatever. So I don't think it's about beef. I don't think it's about catalog versus catalog. I think it's about just keeping your name buzz.
He's an agent of chaos.
Sure. And that's why I said I even applaud how he has studied and learned the internet. That's
It's
what I
just
meant.
like then you went and started a podcast. Like, go get some substance. I don't remember the last time I heard Jim Jones say something that I said, "Oh, that makes sense," or "Wow, that's a
Profound.
substantial thing to say," or "And who am I?" But it's just gross. It's kind of like, what is wrong with you? Why are you obsessed with this man? Like, leave him alone.
And I get it, right? As a podcaster, you say things and do things sometimes that you know are going to turn up the dial.
Sure.
And like I said, he studied the internet and he understands how it works. But I just feel like enough. That's it. I don't want
And
to hear about them. Stop. Just stop.
and Fivio appears to have no reason to do this. So I don't. Jim is your friend. Like, that's
I was, I was gonna say
the long and the short of
sometimes,
it.
sometimes you get around your friends and you get a little excited. And
Yes,
sometimes when you're hanging out with your friends, you might say things you shouldn't say. You know,
the
the
guy.
difference is
Mm-hmm.
there's cameras on. You're not with your friend at the bar in secrecy.
It's all business when the camera's on. Whatever. They made me so mad because it's like, what? Why are you here? What are you doing? First episode of a podcast. Artist to artist, my ass.
Oof.
Because it's not. Because that's not what it's giving. I don't have a problem with Jim Jones saying he wants to do a podcast called Artist to Artist, but that's not what it's giving. It's just not.
Well, in fairness, we didn't watch the whole episode. We don't know what other topics they may have discussed. And whether you like it or not, Fabio Foreign is an artist.
I would rather watch Joe and Jada.
Let's move on. Uh, Speaking of things people would rather do, Spotify must have got word that people would like to transition their music and mix their music because they're making changes.
Woo!
Spotify announced a new feature that allows users to customize song transitions.
Mm-hmm.
It says here Spotify has launched a new premium feature called Mix that lets users add customizable transitions between songs. The tool is designed to make playlists flow more smoothly, giving listeners more control over how tracks blend together. Listeners can choose preset transitions like fade or rise, or adjust settings such as volume, EQ, and effects all manually.
So everybody's a DJ now.
Everybody's a DJ now.
Listen, I wish that I would have had this when I was 15 and, on my computer. Um,
On LimeWire.
took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to call it the wire of lime, but when
It's
I was on
fine.
the wire of lime and, and I needed the transitions to be just right. I used to narrate my conversations with my friends. We'd talk on the phone about different situations, and I would have the computer queued up with music for every piece of the conversation. I was always creating the soundtrack to my life. So, and theirs. So this would have
Hey,
been this would have been incredible. This would have totally elevated my nonsense. It really would have. But I think this is really cool. If you have the time, I feel like these days I do not have the time to curate my playlist the way that I used to. But I feel like if you do have the time to go through it and curate it, this is great. This puts the power in the user's hand. You can create your own personalized experience this way, and I would imagine you can share it with others too, because the way Spotify works as it stands is playlists are able to be shared and subscribed to. So, um, or say I
Well,
shouldn't say subscribe to, saved. You can save another person's playlist and listen to it. So, I think this would be really cool to if it if done well. I
well,
think this
I
could
don't
be
think
really
so.
cool.
I don't
What?
think it'd be able to be. I don't think you'll be able to share that part because it says it's a premium feature. So if a premium user sends it to a free
Oh,
user, they probably won't
they
hear those
probably won't
transitions.
hear it.
They probably be
Oh,
turned off.
yeah, that's true. That makes sense. But maybe premium
Yeah,
to premium?
maybe. That I would assume yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that I would
because it would
assume
just,
yes.
yeah, I would think it would just retain whatever settings you have in there when
Yeah,
someone accesses it.
because I know when you send a playlist to a person from premium to free, they can't go through the songs and pick the songs it
Yeah,
randomizes.
yeah, right. That's
So
true.
I don't think that that feature would be able to be used when a person has a free account. I think it will have to be premium to premium.
You're right. I'm okay with that because I've finally set myself free from the free version of Spotify.
I knew you were gonna say something like that as soon as you smiled. I was like, she about to say some shit about not having a free account.
Yeah, because for a very long time I had a free account because I was paying for that other thing, and
That's
then
too funny.
I left the family plan so that I could get married to Spotify instead.
Got it.
So so yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
um, I was gonna say I just think this is cool, but please, I feel like I've talked so much.
I think it's cool, but I think it depends on what you're using it for. If you just in the house chilling, I don't think nobody cares about that. But I think it would be cool if you are doing an event, having a kickback, something like that, then you might want to go in there and transition and hook it up. But I don't think this is something that's going to be used a lot, to be honest.
Or people who do create playlists. I feel like there are a lot of people. One of them is in this room who create playlists and share it with others for different
Yes, yes, I
purposes. So, I do actually think the playlist feature and Spotify, somebody at Spotify can fact check me on this, but the playlist feature is used quite a bit. And
yeah,
maybe
of
it's
course.
not always your playlist, but sometimes it's someone else's. So I don't know. I kind of think that people will lean into this because it's available to them. But I don't
Well, here's one thing I do know. Google, according to Bloomberg,
know.
or rather, YouTube, according to Bloomberg, has
Same thing. Same thing.
inquired. Well, I just want to make sure because the specificity makes a difference.
It does make a
It,
difference, but
it paints a
it's
clearer picture.
oh yeah, but it's all Google's bottom line.
This is true. YouTube, the Google owned video company, or video site, it says, has inquired about buying the rights to the Academy Awards, according to two people familiar with the matter.
What does that even mean? I saw that and I was like, two people
It means
familiar with the matter,
it means two people either at YouTube
or at Spotify.
slash
I'm
and
sorry,
or
at
slash
the
and
Academy.
or the Oscars
Uh huh.
have yapped.
Yep.
That's what that means.
Somebody
I
spilled the
mean, there was
beans.
a secret meeting, and two people in that meeting was like, "Hey, Bloomberg, you heard about this shit?"
Now it's usually not the people in the meeting. It's usually the ones who schedule them.
Right, maybe it was the guys at the copy machine, printing out the stuff.
Yep, or
Anyway,
somebody passing by the conference room that is made of all glass, going,
right,
"Wait, I know who that is."
right. Hey, isn't that Dash
What are
from
they doing
from
here?
YouTube? What's Dash
Hmm.
from YouTube doing here?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So I don't have a lot to say here. I think it's really interesting. I think it's smart.
Hmm.
Um, we're hearing more and more about awards struggling with viewership and viewer retention. And so if YouTube could get it, why not? I think it's a smart move on YouTube's side, especially with Netflix and all these other companies scooping up live events and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Why not?
yeah. I also think that YouTube has been tapped in quite a bit in this market, also with being one of the places where you can watch certain things when it's behind a paywall.
Mhm.
So I feel like this is par for the course. Like they were bound to at some point connect with a big name to do
Right.
something even bigger, which is what we're seeing.
Sorry, I made that face because you said a big name, and I think they had either the NBA or NFL playoffs at some point.
Okay. Um,
Remember, I can't remember which one, but I remember seeing like ads that were like,
yeah,
"Watch the playoffs live on YouTube."
yeah. I also don't think, I think you're right about that. And I also don't think that this would be the first time an award show filtered through YouTube in that way. But yeah, so I think this is to be expected. I think, as we said with previous conversations that we've had in the last couple of weeks, it seems like everything is gonna go digital at some point. So it's only a matter of time before something like the Oscars is primarily a digital um, entity. So, not surprised by this. Good for Google. It's so funny when you said the video company when you said, I think you said the video company, YouTube, the video company owned by Google, it makes YouTube sound so small when you say it like that. I know you didn't say that. When you
Right.
write it like that, YouTube sounds like this really small thing that's part of this really big thing, which I guess in a matter of speaking it is, but to us, YouTube is huge, right? So I just thought it was really funny the way they said that. It just made YouTube sound like this little itty bitty company that's looking to get involved in the award
Well,
show game.
it's a big thing,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
looking to,
Well, it's a big thing, part of a
mhm.
much bigger thing.
Right, exactly that.
And I found the answer. Uh, yes, both of them. It says here on Google, yes, YouTube TV does carry the NBA and NFL playoffs. It says you can watch both on YouTube TV.
Okay.
YouTube TV also offers the NFL Sunday Ticket.
Mm.
That's the
Okay.
thing that gives you access to all NFL
Everything,
games.
right? Yeah, that's cool. I might be needing that because I think that I am going to rejoin the Office Pick and Play. Now here's the problem. Before we go, real quick, let me just. The last time they did it, actually the last two times, I thought it was spam. I signed up for it. I'm so old. I signed up for it. I was really excited, and then didn't first of all didn't remember that you had to pick every week. You either had to pick ahead for the entire season, or you pick every week, or you pick ahead and then you go in and you make changes by a certain date every week. So I did like the first week or two and then completely forgot about it. And then to add insult to injury, I started getting these emails that are talking about ESPN and the NFL and all kinds of things, and I'm like, why am I getting this? How did my email address end up on a mailing list? And I am so confused and bewildered. And it wasn't until they announced the winner of the thing. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. That was the first time. Then the second time was when I
Oh my God.
realized that I thought it was spam. And I was like, oh shoot, this is not spam. People are actually winning prizes. Like, somebody won a day off. I want to win a day off. I like going on vacation. I like a long weekend. I was just,
Right.
I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try to do it again this time and see what happens. Now that I know that it's not spam. I could not believe I was
And that you
deleting
didn't
these
get
emails
hacked.
left and right because I thought it was spam.
I could,
Crazy
I
lady.
could totally see you sitting there like, did someone sell my data? How is this
Right.
happening?
And we have a whole
You,
cybersecurity
you,
team.
nigga, it was you.
Right. I'm like, what? How am I even getting these emails?
That is hilarious.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try again this season. Good luck to me. Cool grandma,
Good
but
luck.
not really.
Nigga said good luck to me. Oh shit, I gotta use that. I gotta use good luck to me. Oh my God. Oh shit, what a pod. Hilarious. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Weeknights. Thank you for being here. We truly appreciate you, and we hope you appreciate this pod as much as we appreciated putting it together and giving it to you, because this one was a joy.
This was fun.
Uh yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.